Let's go look at the latest in solar energy.
Solar PV system like this, which stands for solar photovoltaic, with increasing prices on power, there's about a 7 to 13% increase per year with power going up. And so with something like this, you're actually hedging your power cost. You're actually, you're eliminating your power bill, or if you finance it, you're hedging it to where you have a monthly payment that's the same, and it won't be able to increase, every couple months or every year. So you basically own your power, and that's it. Let's see. No, probably. You need to have another whole panel over there.
Oh, do you have another panel over there?
The reason to go with a reputable company, or a company that's been around for a while or whatnot, like PowerCo, is the fact that you've got people that know what they're doing, versus there's a lot of startup solar companies where people are doing it for the first time, or they're not installing properly, or they're not insured in case something happens, where they don't have a general liability policy to, if you have a leak 2 years down the road or something happens with the system, the company's set up and then they're gone. You've got a well-established company. With PowerCo Solar, used to be actually called Pioneer Solar, and then the owner merged with a friend and created PowerCo, but they've been doing solar for about 10 years. And so, it comes down to knowledgeability and, having qualified people. Here in Utah, I think it's pretty much dollar for dollar. So our average size system here is about 5 to 6 kilowatts. So that's roughly between $25,000 to $30,000. It's a renewable energy, so you will not get assessed tax value. So if your property value actually goes up, let's say from 200 to 240, due to the value of the solar panels, it's not a tax value. You're not going to get reassessed tax-wise. You'll still be paying your property taxes of $200,000 versus $240 because it's renewable energy. So that's where we're at with solar right now. This panel that we use right here is a Solar World 270 watt panel. It's a monocrystalline. It's not a polycrystalline, where a monocrystalline means it's just one continuous sheet. Solar World's an American-made panel. We only use American-made stuff, but it's a 270 watt panel, direct current DC. It actually connects right here up on the roof to a micro inverter, and that micro inverter will actually invert it to alternating current, which is AC current, and that's what your house runs off of, AC current. So this clips into the inverter, and then the inverter clips into what we call trunk line, and that runs all the way down and into your sub panel, which basically has your breakers so you can turn off your arrays. Then it comes down into a throw off switch, which is a main on and off switch that allows you to disconnect completely from the service. You can throw the PV system on and off, and then from there it goes into your service panel, which goes basically, like I was saying, onto the grid, the power will go onto the grid, and then you'll pull it back off as you use it. And once we install with your power company, they'll actually come out and put in a net meter, which allows you to meter what you're producing versus what you're pulling off the grid and whatnot. Panels that we use are a Solar World panel or a Suniva panel, which are American-made panels. The inverters we use are in-phase inverters. Both of them have a 25-year warranty, manufacturer warranty. So, you know, when you've got a 25-year warranted panel, you don't have to worry about any any issues or anything like that in the future. And of course, like I said, they're American made, so you know they're going to be around for a long time versus something over in China that's popped up in the last 2 years, and you don't know if they're going to be around for, you know, time in the future or whatever. With PowerCo, we've got a 10-year installer warranty on any of the work, and then another big thing is re-roofing. People usually have a 20-year lifespan on their roofs. If we install on a house and the roof is getting close to needing to be repaired or replaced, we'll actually have our roofer come in and do a re-roof and actually incorporate that into the cost of the system so that you can get the federal rebate and the state rebate on that whole amount, because it all is now included into the price of the system, and you get the rebate on all of that stuff. And if you've got 10 years left on the life of your roof, we'll come back and actually for $1,000 remove the system. Then you can get it re-roofed, and then we'll put it back on.